I'm still gonna post the video. Like, I was having, you know, second thoughts, but I'm telling you, say it just burned a little bit too much on the top, but it's not burnt. It's not burnt. Mind your business. But hey guys, I'm back again with another cooking video. On Twitter, lots of people requested my first attempt at making lasagna, so we're gonna do that today. And I'm also gonna do some jerk barbecue wings and some yellow rice with mixed vegetable. So just stay tuned. If you want a screenshot, let me zoom in so you guys can see the ingredients list. I'm gonna insert a picture of all the ingredients that I'm using today, especially for the lasagna, so you guys can screenshot it. And it's also gonna be in the description box, of course. The measurements of the seasoning, however, I cannot guarantee that I'm gonna know the exact amount, because I just, you know, put a dash of here, put a dash of this, and you know, sometimes it might end up be like a half tablespoon, but I'm just gonna guesstimate and put it in the description. You can use seasoning at your discretion. But we're gonna get into the video, because the quicker we get started, the better it is. So first we're gonna do the seasoning. So guys, I'm gonna show you what meat I'm gonna be using for the lasagna. So I'm using mild Italian chicken sausage and ground turkey, because I'm trying to get rid of red meat out of my diet. It's very hard. I've now been eating red meat for, I want to say once, sometimes twice a month. I try not to go over that, because the less red meat I can eat, the better it is for my diet. I did see that the supermarket had the plant-based meat, so I'm gonna attempt that, I want to say in a few months, to make the plant-based lasagna with the plant-based cheese and the plant-based meat. So right now I'm just cutting off the casing of the sausage, because we don't want the casing, we just want what's inside. And I use sausages like this when I'm making like meatballs, but I use the beef version. I didn't even know they had the chicken version. I was just like hoping they had it. I was like, I can't mix turkey. I'm not saying you can't mix ground turkey, but I didn't want to mix ground turkey with red meat, since like I said, I'm trying to cut back, and I had stew peas last week. So I didn't want to like back-to-back red meats, you know? Can't have that. Like, it might be a cheat weekend. It's a cheat weekend because I'm slowly breaking my diet out of certain things. I don't eat as much fast food as I used to. Especially since quarantine, I was cooking a lot. I didn't record everything, but I was cooking a lot. And it just really made me not miss fast food. And then I feel like fast food is getting overrated. I'm not like the local place. I'm talking like in general. Like, I haven't had Burger King, I want to say 5 years, since high school. Wendy's is like, I really only go there for like the Frosty, because I don't really eat burgers like that anymore either. I haven't been to Five Guys in years. What other place? I've never been to Taco Bell. KFC is like overrated here. Popeyes though, I did have a thing where I was eating Popeyes every other week when I was working. So this is the ground turkey. I'm gonna wash my hands. So hands are clean again, because the casing was getting all over the scissors. Okay, And when I do ground beef, for some reason, I don't know if people do this, I like to use a knife. I'm not gonna use a small one, and I like to do this. I don't know if people do it. I do it because I feel like it makes it cook quicker. I don't know if that's a thing, but now I'm gonna add it. So that's I'm gonna put gloves on because I don't want it to go in my nails. Because we're gonna essentially like combine it together. And I want to just make sure everything is like mixed in. I know Gaia is cancelled, but don't come for me. I already had these seasonings on hand. I didn't want to buy any new seasonings, so forgive me if you see me being a hypocrite right now and using Gaia, but okay guys, I have all the seasoning I'm going to use and season the meat. Like I said, don't cancel me out because you see me using Gaia. I already had like a whole bunch of Gaia season on hand. I know Gaia is cancelled or whatever, but have to use what I have because nothing I waste and nothing I dash, you get me. But if you know me, I put garlic powder on everything. I think my sister, I started seeing my sister using, and I've added it to every single thing I've cooked. So we're gonna put garlic powder, and then we're gonna add this thing that I use all the time called soul food seasoning. I'm gonna list like the ingredients of what's in it so you can use it separately. I bought this at, I think it was Family Dollar. I like to experiment with seasoning. This is Louisiana Cajun seasoning, just to give it a little, you know, a little kick. We're not overdoing it with the season because, like I said, most of these seasons have salt. I'm not even gonna add any salt to this. This is parsley. I like adding parsley because it just makes everything look pretty and cute. Then we're adding a little basil, because this is essentially an Italian dish. I'm just adding a twist to it by using ground turkey and chicken sausage versus like the red meat. So this is the non-red meat version, you get me? That's jerk seasoning. I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper. I was gonna add this. Let me just add a little bit, because it's like a combination of things I was using before. This also has garlic powder in it, but we don't want to kill it because the holes on this is bigger, so that's why I shake it in the cap. And then last but not least, we're gonna add, this is oxtail and stew seasoning. I know this is for red meat, but I like the flavor that it gives, so I'm gonna add like a little bit to it. And then we're gonna combine it. I know this looks like a lot, but once it really go in the meat, it's really gonna blend in nicely. I was watching a few lasagna videos and everybody did it a different way. Some people seasoning the meat before, some people season after. I figured I'd experiment and season the meat before cooking it out. So combining it, I feel like combining it before it goes into the pot too makes it it's gonna cook more evenly, and it's gonna like the flavor is gonna blend in more, you get me? So combining the ground turkey and the chicken sausage, and the color is really looking nice. I really like the color. Everything's looking really, really nice. Really, really nice. I really like that. I feel like, no, I'm not gonna add anymore. If I taste the sauce when I'm making it and it need more seasoning, I'll do that. But for now, we're gonna put that to the side and we're gonna make the cheese mixture. So in the next clip, I'm going to show you the cheese mixture.
A little bit of vegetable oil on the bottom because I don't want it to stick to the pan. And I seasoned this with some jerk, the jerk dry rub that I used in my last wings video. The link is going to be in the description. I use a little jerk marinade. And I will list all the other seasonings because I can't remember them because I seasoned this overnight. But we're gonna let it cook in the oven, and then I'm gonna make the sauce and pour it over. When it's cooked all the way through, I'm gonna leave it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes because I really want it to cook thoroughly and evenly. I'm gonna turn it when it gets to like 10 minutes to make sure the other side gets cooked properly. And this little sauce it's not really sauce, it's like the chicken retains water over time, and when you marinate it and you put it down, it leaves the water. But I'm gonna add this to the sauce because it's gonna have that flavor. So I'm gonna put this up, and I'm gonna mix the sauce in this and pour it on the chicken. So I'm gonna put it in without the lid because I feel like it cooks better that way. If I check it when I'm supposed to turn it at 10 minutes and I feel like I need to.
Alright guys, so apparently lasagna has ricotta cheese in the recipe, but I didn't want to add that. So I was watching some recipes without ricotta cheese, and a lot of people use queso fresco. I couldn't find the exact cheese, but this had queso fresco, comma, something else. So I'm guessing this must be the closest thing to queso fresco. And it looks like it's the crummy cheese because ricotta is kind of like... Guys, so my audio somehow got messed up right here. So that's just the mozzarella, and I was just explaining that I was gonna cut it in strips, and then I cut the strips in half to create an extra layer of cheese to the lasagna. And then I bought several different bags of cheese. That's the mozzarella shredded. Then you have the 6 cheese Italian blend, which is mostly like mozzarella, provolone, and there's like other cheeses that look similar. And then I had the cheddar blend because I wanted to add a little bit of color to everything. Okay guys, we're back. We're back with the bigger container for the cheese mixture. So this is the queso fresco. Now I'm gonna chop the mozzarella. So that is what the chicken looks like after 10 minutes. I'm not gonna add the foil until I put the sauce and it's thoroughly cooked, but I'm gonna turn them over on the other side and then continue with it. So guys, we're back to making the cheese mixture. So I'm adding the creamy milk 3 cheese blend, which is mostly Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese with a little bit of cream cheese in a mix. I'm gonna use half of this back too because we still have to add a layer to the top. And all of the recipes that I've watched, it said I need to add 1 egg to it. So we're gonna add the 1 egg to the mixture. I'm gonna use a fork for this to combine everything. So I don't want to use my hands. I'm also gonna add a little bit of parsley to this, just cause it's gonna give it a nice color when it layers out. So all the cheese is combined. I'm gonna chop up the seasoning for the ground beef. And then I'm gonna come back and start making the meat sauce. So guys, I've added the sauce, the barbecue jerk sauce mixture. I added a little bit of minced garlic in the olive oil. And I decided I will be adding the foil paper to it, and I'm gonna throw it back in the oven. Guys, so the oil is hot. I'm gonna do the meat sauce now. So I have some sweet pepper in different colors. I diced up some tomatoes, some diced onion, and some minced garlic with the olive oil right there. And then this is the chicken sausage and the ground turkey mixture. So first I'm gonna add in the garlic. And I like to add the garlic in with the onion, so those 2 flavors can blend together. Okay guys, so the onions are caramelizing. I'm gonna add the peppers and then the mixture, and then halfway through I'm gonna add the tomatoes. So I don't want the tomatoes to get soggy. So I'm gonna add in the peppers so the peppers can be soft. Look at the colors. So we're still cooking the peppers and the onion, and just before I do that I'm gonna add in some oregano because I didn't add it to the meat mixture. So we're gonna add a little bit of oregano because this is essentially an Italian dish, so we gotta use the herbs and the spices. So put the oregano in there. And I'm really liking how everything is looking. I'm gonna let the peppers cook down for a little bit more. So it's been 5 minutes. We're gonna add in the meat mixture now. So I'm gonna add in the meat mixture. It blended so well I can't even tell what part is the mince. the minced turkey and what part is. Well, I can kind of see it at the bottom, but for the most part it blended really nice. I'm gonna let this simmer for 10 to 15 minutes before I add in the tomatoes and the tomato sauce. So guys, it got a little chunky. So I feel like next time I do this recipe, I'm gonna have to cook it separate and then combine it after, because it blend, like I said, it blended so well I can't tell when you cook down which part is the turkey and which part is the chicken sausage. But I don't mind that it's gonna be chunky. I guess this is gonna be the chunky lasagna, but I think it's not gonna be as chunky when it cooks down. I'm gonna add in the diced tomatoes. And this is really gonna give it a nice texture. Plus I'm trying to add as much like vegetables as possible in this. Like I said, I don't have the tomato paste, but I'm gonna let this cook for 5 minutes with the tomato so the juice can soak in, and then I'm gonna come back with the sauce. And this is really, it's really looking nice. It smells amazing. It smells really, really, really good. So guys, I'm gonna add in the sauce. I'm gonna add the tomato, basil, garlic, and the chunky garden sauce from Prego. We're gonna use half of each. So that's about half of that. Then I'm gonna add half of this. Then we're gonna add some cilantro, some fresh cilantro, some fresh chopped parsley, then we're gonna mix everything in. As you can see, the juices from the tomato have soaked in, and then the water from the meat. Now you call it meat roast, but same difference. So guys, I took the chicken out of the oven. I actually left it in there for an hour because I really wanted it to be as tender as it would be if it was making like stewed chicken. I really wanted it to be tender and succulent, but it came out really nice. I'm gonna put the rice on shortly, but well seasoned, well done. Everything is bubbling. bubbling all the vegetables and the herbs. It's really gonna be a nice chunky lasagna. I'm very excited. Very excited. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna let it simmer. And then we're gonna come back and add the finished sauce to the bowl and the cheese and everything and just get this thing done. So guys, the meat sauce is finished. Some of the sauce dried out, but I added a little bit more to the mixture. Worst case scenario, if I need more sauce, I'll just pour the sauce directly on the layer that I'm doing. But it smells amazing, looks amazing. Now we're going to finally start doing the layering, so keep tuning in. Most of the videos I watch, they say you're supposed to add a little bit of the meat sauce at the bottom of the pan. I'm just trying to go by the recipes that I've watched. I'm not gonna get crazy. And it said just add a little bit of the sauce at the bottom, right? And since mine is chunky, I can't get too crazy with the whole sauce situation. But I'm gonna add more sauce to the meat. Alright, so I'm gonna add more sauce to this because it's really chunky. And although the meat's already chunky, I still want sauce. That's more like it. Okay. There's a little bit more sauce. Everybody say add a little bit of the meat sauce at the bottom. They start laying in lasagna. They don't like my lasagna because it never come out the way I thought it would have. But since it's going in the oven, anything that is not cooked all the way, it will cook in the oven. It's better if it's not cooked, overcooked. Better if it's not cooked all the way than it's overcooked. Because if it's overcooked, it's not gonna look right. Curly part falling off, so we're gonna invert it to this side. Now we're gonna add more meat sauce on it now. So this is a chunky, we're gonna call this a chunky turkey chicken lasagna. Can't get too crazy with the meat sauce either because we're gonna have to make another layer after this. I kind of want to do one layer when I just do cheese and I don't mix it. So I feel like I'm going to do one layer when it's only cheese by itself. But now we can add, I think I can get my 3 layers. So we're going to add the cheese mix with the queso fresco and the cheese mixes. I'm still adding mozzarella, so can't get too crazy. Everything is looking good. I'm gonna add the mozzarella to the corners. Then I'm gonna add one in the middle. And then I'm gonna add some at the edges. So you want it to be really cheesy. And then we're gonna start layering again. Layer there. I'm just gonna keep doing 4 layers, moving up. And I'm saying I don't laugh off of my lasagna because them don't look perfect, but we're not working with perfection here. We're making everything work. So that's 4, and then we're gonna do the meat sauce again. Then we're gonna add the cheese. I think because I only have limited meat left, I'm only gonna do the top layer. Top layer gonna have the meat. That's fine. Because I want it to be really meaty on the top. So one layer is only gonna have cheese, and that's fine. That's okay. Because the bottom got a little bit of cheese, of the meat sauce. So I'm using every last bit of the meat sauce because this is a chunky meat sauce versus like the traditional mince meat. I feel like I should have left it in there for 45 versus the 50 minutes. It's brown on the edges. It's not burnt. It's really just brown on the edges. So it kind of gives the illusion that it's burnt, but it's not. It's just really crispy, and I don't mind it being crispy. But for next time, I'm going to probably put it in there for 40 to 45 minutes instead of the full 50 minutes. But everything baked thoroughly. I'm going to let it like set a little bit more, and then I'm gonna cut in the center. But like I said, I was peeling a little bit at the side here. The cheese is right there, so it's like it just got a little bit too crispy, and some of the cheeses that are they burn quicker than the other cheese. So I'm gonna do more research and see what cheese is best for the topping, so hopefully it doesn't get as brown as this. But I still have a feeling that everything else below it is great. Don't judge a book by its cover, because this, I feel like this is just giving the illusion that it's burnt, but it's not burnt. and then in the next clip I'm gonna just show you guys the full plate with the lasagna, yellow rice, and the chicken. So stay tuned. So I'm still gonna post the video. Like, I was having, you know, second thoughts, but I'm telling you, say it just burned a little bit too much on the top, but it's not burnt. It's not burnt. Mind your business. But one of my person was saying that this is trial and error, and I have made wings, as you guys seen in the wings video where I almost burnt the damn wings in the air fryer. So this is a try. I see when I see the cheese I burst way. I actually like when it's burnt like this. However, I'm gonna have to do it where it doesn't look burnt and find cheese that is easier to blend. But on a look here though, I look at me a clown myself. On a look here, get into it, okay? Get into it. It's there good. Good things I never say about me not post the video. It's there real good. Wanna see the layers? Girl can cook. Girl have use and girl can cook. It's also not like the top layer. When I just did the cheese, it held better than the layer below where the cheese is on top. So the next time I do this, I'm gonna put cheese layer then meat, cheese layer then meat versus meat layer then cheese. But it's a trial and error. It looks really good. Somebody also told me to try my food on camera, so I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna plate everything afterwards and show you guys. But I'm just gonna eat a little bit on camera. Wow, honestly, I'm shocked. This is so good. Like, wow. Food is the only thing that gives me this feeling. Like I said, on the door watch the look of burnt cheese right there. So this have a buzz. This bad. This nice. It's nice bad, and like I said, I don't regret putting just cheese on the top because the cheese layer it merge. But this have a buzz. This really have a buzz. I'm not gonna lie. If people's on their behave right, them could have eat some good lasagna. You see, you just have a behave on yourself and those, you know. But anyways, big up on yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in on everything Chris. I'm gonna post the pictures later on in the video at the end with me plating everything, because you don't know I'm a plate goddess, I'm a plate queen. But lasagna bad. I'm not ask guys, the lasagna bad. I'm gonna have to do a second attempt, like I said, with different cheese on the top. I might not mix it with the cheddar. I feel like the cheddar make it burn on the edges, because I did add some cheddar on the top. But lasagna bad. Bad plus tax. But anyways, I'm at 1,000 subscribers. Like, thank you guys so much. Continue sharing, continue liking. I really would appreciate if more people commented on my videos. So if there's any video that you really like, just leave a comment, leave a like, share it with a friend, a friend's friend, put it on social media. I don't really mind. Like, put it anywhere. But the lasagna bad. Some girl wish them could have made the lasagna, but them can't make the lasagna because this is a everything Chris recipe. Out of all of the recipe them I'm watch, none of them not bad like this. But like I say, I don't watch no face and I don't watch the burn part, because my lasagna tastes good. just pick up on yourself again, because without you guys, everything Chris would not be going anymore. I honestly did not think I would get this far, because we're about to get into September, right? And September 3rd makes 3 months since I posted my first video. So I'm gonna drop this video on September 3rd. So make sure if it's September 3rd, you tell me congratulations to my 1,000 subscribers, because the girl did that. Consistency. People have been asking me, oh you reach so far and da. I'm very consistent. I'm always brainstorming. I'm always doing my research. I'm always trying to be positive, because at the end of the day, I joined YouTube because I want to turn it into a hobby. The whole monetization, it would be nice if it does happen eventually, but I'm not gonna kill myself over it. Like, I reached my goal. My goal was to get 1,000 subscribers. There we have it. I do have more cooking content coming out, but like I told you guys, I did hurt my left hand. I have carpal tunnel in this hand. I don't wear my band because I was cooking and I didn't want to like hamper it, but I'm gonna put on my band now. That's a very painful thing. There's a lot of things I can't do anymore. So I can't do any heavy lifting. I can't really do certain things with this hand. And when you're cooking, you need both hands. So this might be my last cooking video for, I want to say, a month, but more than likely I'm gonna post something before that, so you guys be on the lookout for that. I really appreciate the support from you guys. Like, I will not stop saying it, because I just never knew my channel would get this far. So by the looks of it, by the looks of the growth, we can be at 10K next year. I think if I get to 10K, I really am not gonna, like, you know, I'm not gonna be hard on myself, because I reach 1,000. The channel is growing, the channel is booming. And another thing people need to keep in mind, views are important, but watch hours are the most important thing now, because it's like people can view your videos, but it's like, are they retaining the minutes? Like, so I'm trying to put out shorter videos for a period of time while I build my engagement. Once I feel like my engagement is getting up there, I'm gonna drop longer videos, because my longer videos, they got the support, but I want more retention of the minutes and people watching more, because I don't want to drag the videos on, you know. I want to keep it short and spicy and to the point. But until next time, thanks for tuning in. Until next time.
Any